Hello, I'm Alicia Turner with the Tallahassee Police Department. As part of its commitment to transparency, the Tallahassee Police Department is sharing this critical incident briefing. What you are about to witness includes portions of relevant information, video, and audio recordings from this incident. This is intended to help the community understand the chain of events that took place based upon what we know right now. Content has been redacted concurrent with Florida law. It's important to note that body-worn and in-car cameras only capture one perspective, and the angle of the cameras prohibits viewers from seeing everything the officer sees and experiences. The Tallahassee Police Department conducts very thorough use of force investigations. This investigation is still underway and will be presented to the grand jury. Following the grand jury's review, the incident will also be subject to an internal investigation. We do not draw any conclusions about if the officer acted consistent with the law and TPD policies until all the facts are known and presented. TPD is committed to transparency while respecting the judicial process. A word of caution, the footage you are about to see and hear contains graphic images and strong language. Use of force scenarios can be difficult to watch. Viewer discretion is advised.
At approximately 11 p.m. on April 8th, an officer was in the area of 800 Ocala Road when he observed a silver Volkswagen stopped in the Tennessee Street entrance to the shopping center. The vehicle was occupied by 2 adult males, an adult female, and a child. The officer approached the Volkswagen on foot and began speaking with the driver.
142-627. Hey, what's going on?
They was telling us our gas tank.
Oh, I thought you were trying to like fight me down or something.
Nah, they was blowing at us and telling us our gas tank was over.
Yeah, I just hopped out and shut it, but they just pulled us and told us that our gas tank, but we just left the gas station.
I got you.
54.
Really?
No record.
Is this a rental car?
I'm sorry?
Is this a rental car? Are you guys from like...
As he spoke with the driver, he observed a marijuana cigarette on the dashboard and asked the driver about the item and then asked if he had a medical marijuana card. The driver handed the officer the marijuana and indicated he did not have such a card. The officer asked the driver to step out of the vehicle and requested backup since he now had probable cause to search the vehicle. The driver was compliant, offered no resistance, and walked with the officer over to where the patrol vehicle was parked.
Is there...
We weren't staying in Tallahassee. We were literally like getting gas and leaving. And we got some food.
Is there any more marijuana in the car? Besides that right there? This is it? Okay. Do you have a medical marijuana card?
I
69/64.
Unit in the area of
You got a valid driver's license?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay. Basically, Tennessee and Ocala here at the entrance of Publix on Tennessee Street. I mean, you got any weapons on you?
No, sir.
All right.
I just had ID, keys, and money.
Okay. Gotcha.
Money. Check me.
No, you're fine, man.
No.
Any more marijuana inside the car? Sure. Okay. Well, do me a favor and come over here and watch my car with me. Is that your girlfriend, wife? Who is she?
That's actually my cousin.
Your cousin? Okay.
And that's her daughter.
You want to have a seat while I'm talking? Okay.
When the backup officer arrived, they were asked to have the remaining occupants exit the Volkswagen and sit on a nearby curb. The backup officer was standing near the front passenger door interacting with the occupants when the male from the back seat exited on the driver's side and re-entered the car, getting into the driver's seat. The backup officer told the male to get out of the seat and not to drive off. The male put the car in reverse and accelerated rapidly. The backup officer was struck by the vehicle, knocked to the ground, and drug a short distance.
Just get your shit.
No, wait. No. Get out of the driver's seat, man. Don't drive off. Don't you drive off. Oh. Dispatch. Dispatch gives me more units up here.
This is another view of what you just saw as captured by the body-worn camera of the other officer on scene.
Hey, Billy, can you have a seat right here for me? Stop! Put your fucking hands up! Put your fucking hands up! Stop! Dispatch, give us traffic!
The Volkswagen was last seen fleeing westbound on Tennessee Street in the eastbound lanes. The driver of the vehicle that had been interacting with the officer remained on scene, was detained in handcuffs but later released with no charges. An uninvolved citizen witnessed the officer get struck by the Volkswagen and tried to follow the suspect vehicle. The witness contacted law enforcement and advised the vehicle was last seen in the area of West Pensacola Street. Officers ultimately located the Volkswagen unoccupied in the 100 block of Valencia Drive. Numerous officers flooded the area and began canvassing nearby complexes. As officers were speaking with residents, a citizen ran out of their apartment yelling for help. The citizen ran to officers and indicated someone was being held hostage in their apartment. Officers immediately went to the open front door of the apartment. The involved officer went to the rear of the apartment. Officers at the front of the apartment were attempting contact with the occupants inside and giving verbal commands for them to exit the apartment.
What?
Hostage! People down!
She said hostage. Hostage.
What's going on?
Hold it down. Hold it down. She said they got him hostage in here. Hostage in here.
Tallahassee police!
Let me see your hands. Watch up high. Watch up high. Watch up high. Somebody watch him top windows. I got the stairwell. Let me get someone on the back side.
Hey, get outlaw here.
Tallahassee police, come outside now with your hands up.
Come out! Come out now! Come out now!
You better come outside. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
Come out with your hands up!
Come out with your hands up now. Hey, stop! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
The involved officer was standing near the rear when the suspect dove through a closed second-floor window. When the suspect hit the ground, he attempted to get to his feet. The suspect held a handgun in his right hand. The involved officer gave several verbal commands consisting of don't move, and get on the ground. As the involved officer approached the suspect turned toward the officer and pointed the firearm at the officer. The involved officer fired 2 rounds, striking the suspect, causing him to drop the gun and move away from it. The involved officer placed the suspect in handcuffs and called for EMS.
Dispatch, give us an address.
Hold your traffic, they're giving commands. Just everybody hold tight. Don't move! Don't move! Get off the ground! Do not move! Roll! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Shots fired!
I can't breathe, come on.
Shots fired in the back. Shots fired in the back. Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach! Put your hands out! Put your hands out to the side like an airplane!
I got him covered, cuff him. I got him covered. I got him covered, cuff him.
Get EMS! Get EMS!
The footage you just saw has been slowed down to help viewers see what was occurring. The following still images are intended to help the viewer see more clearly what was occurring. The officers who were at the front of the building heard the gunshots and believed the person holding hostages inside was shooting the hostages, so those officers immediately entered the residence and ran toward the sound of the gunfire.
Tallahassee police! Go!
Where's the shooting? Where's the shooting? Where's it at?
Go! It's out the back! Out the back!
Once they discovered the shots were outside, they ran around and began providing medical attention to the injured suspect.
Yeah, get that shirt off of you.
Hang on.
Give me scissors too.
No pulse, no pulse,
Okay,
no pulse.
CPR. No pulse.
Officers used an automated external defibrillator and performed CPR until EMS arrived. The suspect was transported to TMH via ambulance, where he was pronounced deceased.
Again, this is an open and active investigation. When complete, it will be reviewed by the state attorney's office and presented to a grand jury. An internal investigation will also be completed. We do not draw any conclusions about if the officers acted consistent with the law and TPD's policies until all the facts are known and presented. This video is intended to inform the public about what is currently known in the case.
Hey, what's going on?
They was telling us our gas tank.
Oh, I thought you were trying to like fight me down or something.
Nah, they was blowing at us and telling us our gas tank was over.
Yeah, I just hopped out and shut it, but they just pulled us and told us that our gas can't go. We just left the gas station.
I got you.
54.
Really?
Advising no recreational.
Is this a rental car?
I'm sorry?
Is this a rental car? Are you guys from like? Is
Like,
there?
we weren't staying in Tallahassee. We were literally like getting gas and leaving. And we got some food.
Is there any more marijuana in the car? Besides that right there?
One cigarette.
This is it. Okay. Do you have a medical marijuana card?
I didn't.
69/64.
Unit in the area of
You got a valid driver's license?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay. Basically, Tennessee and Ocala here at the entrance of Publix on Tennessee Street. I mean, you got any weapons on you?
No, sir.
All right.
I just had ID, keys, and money.
Okay. Gotcha.
Money. Check me.
No, you're fine, man.
No.
Any more marijuana inside the car? Sure. Okay. Would you do me a favor and come over here and watch my car with me? Is that your girlfriend, wife? Who is she?
That's actually my cousin.
Your cousin? Okay.
And that's her daughter.
You want to have a seat on my phone? Okay.
Just get your shit.
No, wait. No. Get out of the driver's seat, man. Don't drive off. Don't you drive off. Oh, dispatch. Dispatch gives more units up here.
Hey, Bill, can you have a seat on here for me?
Stop! Put your fucking hands up!
Put your fucking hands up! Stop! Dispatch, give us traffic.
What? She said hostage. Hostage.
What's going on?
She said they got him hostage in here. Hostage in here.
Tallahassee police!
Let me see your hands. Watch up high. Somebody watch him top windows. I got the stairwell. Let me get someone on the back side.
Hey, get outlaw here.
Tallahassee police, come outside now with your hands up.
Come out! Come out now! Come out now!
You better come outside. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
Come out with your hands up!
Come out with your hands up now. Hey, stop. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
On dispatch, give us an address.
Hold your traffic. They're giving commands. Just everybody hold tight. Don't move! Don't move! Get off the ground! Do not move! Roll! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Shots fired!
I can't breathe. Come on.
Shots fired in the back. Shots fired in the back. Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach! Put your hands out! Put your hands out to the side like an airplane!
I got him covered, trucking. I got him covered. I got him covered, trucking.
Get EMS! Get EMS!
Tallahassee police! Go!
Where's the shooting? Where's the shooting? Where's that?
Go! It's out the back! Out the back!
Yeah, get that shirt off of me.
Hang on.
Now give me scissors too.
No pulse.
Okay, CPR. No pulse.